So good morning to all. In previous class we studied the relation between Kelvin scale and a degree centigrade scale and thermal equilibrium. 2 points we studied: thermal equilibrium and relation between centigrade scale, Kelvin scale. One more thing we discussed: what is the CGS unit of heat and what is SI unit or MKS unit of heat. So these things we studied, and a small 1 or 2 minutes I will explain those topics. Thermal equilibrium: if two objects at a different temperatures, that is of 45 degrees centigrade and 60 degrees centigrade, if you make contact these two like this is the contact area. When you make contact, then what will happen? The temperature which is high for the second block will lose its heat energy, and the amount of heat energy lost by this will be received by the second one. Since the temperature of the second block is high, it contains more amount of heat in it. What will happen when you make contact? The object which is at high temperature will lose its heat energy, and the amount of heat energy will be supplied to the second object which is at low temperature. So you can say the net heat lost by the hot body is equals to net heat gained by the cold body. Up to what extent it will happen? Enta varaku jarugutundi? Till they attain same temperature. Enta varaku ante rendu blocks కూడాను ఒకే టెంపరేచర్ కి వచ్చేంత వరకు. Till the blocks attain same temperature, the heat energy will flow from hotter body to colder body. So thus they attain thermal equilibrium. At thermal equilibrium there is no further flow of heat. At thermal equilibrium there is no further flow of heat energy from any object to any object. This will happen. So this is briefly about thermal equilibrium. So here the amount of heat which is supplied, the amount of heat represented with the letter capital Q, which is supplied to any object, will be measured in calorie or joule. Calorie is a CGS unit to measure the heat, and joule is SI unit or MKS unit to measure the heat. Okay, here heat is a form of energy and heat is a scalar physical quantity. And one more thing we discussed already, that is degree centigrade scale and Kelvin scale. We can measure the temperature in two scales. One is degree centigrade, another one is Kelvin scale. Degree centigrade and Kelvin scale. Here Kelvin scale is equals to 273 plus degree centigrade. So this is the relation between Kelvin scale and centigrade scale. And centigrade scale can be written like this: centigrade scale is equals to K minus 273. C is equals to K minus 273. So this is the relation between Kelvin scale and degree centigrade scale. Okay, by using these two you can convert. And one more thing here, 0 degree centigrade, 0 degree centigrade always equals to 273 Kelvin. 273 Kelvin. 0 degree centigrade always equals to 273 Kelvin. You need to remember these points. You need to remember all these points from the previous class. So today I will give you one more point and a small activity to understand that point. In last class, the last point, that is relation between temperature and kinetic energy. Relation between temperature and kinetic energy. So temperature we got. Now let me give you somewhat information about kinetic energy. What is kinetic energy actually in kinematics? In dynamics, not in kinematics, in dynamics. Kinetic energy is equals to half mv square. Half mv square. Here kinetic energy is defined as the energy possessed by any object, any moving object, by virtue of its velocity. అంటే ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్కి తన వెలాసిటీ వలన వచ్చిన ఎనర్జీని కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీ అంటాము. సపోజ్ when you want to hit like this, you can hit, but how much energy you are losing to hit like this? A little bit of amount of energy. Suppose you are hitting from far distance like this, then you know that you are using more amount of kinetic energy with the same hand, but you are changing the situation. In first case you are hitting very slow, and in second case with some velocity, whatever the energy you are getting due to this movement, that energy is nothing but kinetic energy. Because of this moment only you are attaining the velocity and your momentum is changing. Rate of change of momentum, you all know that is a force. So you are using more force by having more velocity. Once you got more velocity, the energy will be equals to kinetic energy. ఒక్కసారి మీరు వెలాసిటీ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేశారు అంటే మీ చేతిలోకి వచ్చిన ఎనర్జీని మనం కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీగా చెప్తాము. అలాంటి కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీ Ke is equals to half mv square. Today we are going to discuss about the relation between temperature and kinetic energy. In this lesson heat, we are using a liquid that is nothing but our water, simple water, drinking water. We are using water as our object or matter, water. So here we are supplying, in this chapter till now we discussed about water, and whatever it may be the heat energy we are supplying to the water, and thereby the initial temperature of water is increasing and sometimes it is decreasing. This is what going on. Now also in this activity also we are going to use water only, because it is very easy to use. You can take it in a container and you can measure the temperature of water by using laboratory thermometer. By using laboratory thermometer you can measure the temperature of water, and while it is losing its temperature you can measure with the same device. It is a laboratory thermometer. What is the liquid we are using in laboratory thermometer? That is mercury. Why we are using mercury? Again question, one statement and question. Why we are using mercury? Because mercury will expand. It contains a small amount of quantity of mercury. Whenever it receives heat energy, it will expand. Because its specific heat is very much less. Even it receives a simple amount of heat energy, a small amount of heat energy, it will show the reading in the thermometer. కొంచెం హీట్ ఎనర్జీ ఉన్నప్పటికీ కూడాను మెర్క్యూరీ ఎక్స్పాండ్ అవుతుందో ఆ రీడింగ్ పెరిగిపోతుంది థర్మామీటర్లో. సో కొంచెం హీట్ ఎనర్జీ మెజర్ చేయాలన్నా మనం థర్మామీటర్ని యూజ్ చేయవచ్చు. ఓకేనా అండి? సో to get the relation between temperature and kinetic energy, we are choosing 2 beakers, 1 and 2, which contains water in it, which contains water in it. We are choosing 2 beakers with the same amount of water. Both the containers contains water in it. Temperature of first one is 21 degrees centigrade, that is room temperature. Second one contains its temperature as 70 degrees centigrade, somewhat more temperature. So temperature of first one, temperature of A, temperature of B. Temperature of A is 21 degrees centigrade, temperature of B is 70 degrees centigrade. So here same amount of heat energy, but its temperature is high because it contains more amount of heat. And here the temperature is less, that is 21 degrees centigrade. It contains same amount of water, but it contains a small amount of heat in it. That is why its temperature is 21 degrees centigrade. It contains more amount of heat in it, so its temperature is 70 degree centigrade. I hope you got this. Here 2 beakers are there, same amount of water it contains, same amount, that is volume of water is equals to volume of water in first beaker is equals to volume of water in second beaker. So mass of water is same, but here this amount of water contains small amount of heat energy in it. That is why its temperature is 21 degree centigrade. And here come on to this one, it contains more amount of heat energy in it, so its temperature is 70 degree centigrade. Okay, now so I have turmeric powder, turmeric and KMnO4. It's a chemical we are using in daily life. Turmeric powder, they are in color yellow, somewhat little orange also here. Okay, now we can sprinkle SPRINKLE, sprinkle this turmeric powder or KMnO4 on the surface of water, you can sprinkle it ila jallali. Turmeric powder which is color in yellow is sprinkled on the first beaker, on the surface of water in the first beaker, on the surface of water in second beaker. So on the surface of water in first beaker, when you sprinkle, you can watch the turmeric powder which is in motion, which will move like this. A small change, a jiggling you can observe. Jiggling ante random ga move avutam. For example, jiggling ki example cheptanu. Food for fishes, aquarium lo food grains వేస్తారు, ఫిష్ల కోసం aquarium లో food grains ఇలా వేస్తారు, balls లాగా ఉంటుంది. When you sprinkle that balls on the surface of water, they will jump like this or they will move like this. So this is called a jiggling. When you sprinkle turmeric powder on this beaker, on the surface of water in this beaker, and here in second beaker, in which case you are observing more jiggling. You are observing jiggling of food color in first beaker and second beaker. In which beaker it is, the jiggling is high, ante ila move avadam. Jiggling ante JIGGLING, jiggling ila move avutu untundi. In which beaker you are observing more jiggling? Definitely in second beaker. You are observing more and more jiggling than first beaker. That food color is spread all over the surface of this beaker, all over the surface of water present in the beaker. Here it will move very slow. అదే ఫుడ్ కలర్ దీని మీద చాలా స్లోగా మూవ్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది, ఇక్కడైతే టోటల్గా స్ప్రెడ్ అయిపోతుంది. వై దిస్ హ్యాపెన్? ఎప్పుడైతే ఫుడ్ కలర్ ఈ వాటర్ మాలిక్యూల్ మీద పడిందో, వెనెవర్ ద ఫుడ్ కలర్ డ్రాప్డ్ ఆన్ ది వాటర్ మాలిక్యూల్స్, ఆన్ ది సర్ఫేస్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ మాలిక్యూల్స్, those water molecules will carry the food color. So here are water molecules and here are the food grain color. When color is incidenting on the water molecules, these water molecules will carry the color like this. These water molecules will carry the color like this. Carry the color. In first beaker, water molecule are moving very slow, and in second beaker they are very fast. They are very fast. Those water molecules carrying this food color are KMnO4. You can watch with your naked eye. What is happening? What is the reason? Reason is that here water molecules are moving with a slow velocity, small velocity. Here the water molecules are with great velocities. ఇక్కడ why you are observing here very small change and why you are observing here great change? Since the water which is with less temperature are moving very slow, water molecules with less temperature are moving very slow, whereas water molecules with more amount of temperature are moving very fast. So here you can observe, when it contains more temperature in it, their velocity is also high. You can observe from this activity, you can get this, you can conclude like this: whenever the molecules contain more amount of heat energy and temperature, they will move with great velocities. And when you are having less amount of heat energy and less amount of temperature, they will move very slow. Here we cannot measure the individual kinetic energies of water molecules. So we will take average kinetic energy of the molecule, average kinetic energy of the water molecules. So the sentence can be converted like this: the average kinetic energy of the molecule is high in hot water, and the average kinetic energy of water molecules is low in cold water. Cold means just a little bit of less temperature than previous one. That's why we are calling it as a cold. So from this activity you can conclude like this: temperature is directly proportional to average kinetic energy of the molecule. Okay. And second conclusion: if average kinetic energy is high, it means that molecules are with a high temperature. If the average kinetic energy of the molecules is less, then temperature is also less. ఇక్కడ మీరు గమనించవచ్చు, ఇక్కడ యావరేజ్ కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీ ఆఫ్ ది మాలిక్యూల్స్ తక్కువగా ఉంది కాబట్టి దాని టెంపరేచర్ కూడా తక్కువగానే ఉంది. వైస్ వర్సా యూ కెన్ టేక్, టెంపరేచర్ తక్కువగా ఉంది కాబట్టి యావరేజ్ కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీ తక్కువగా ఉంది. రెండిట్లో ఏదైనా తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, యాజ్ యావరేజ్ కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీ ఆఫ్ ది యాజ్ టెంపరేచర్ ఆఫ్ ది లిక్విడ్ ఈజ్ హై, ద యావరేజ్ కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో హై. If you are increasing the average kinetic energy of the molecule, then temperature also will increase. How can you increase the average kinetic energy? By supplying heat energy. You can increase the temperature of the you can increase the average kinetic energy of the molecules. When you increase the average kinetic energy of the molecules, temperature also will increase. Here little amount of heat only supplied to the system, to this system. That is why average kinetic energy is very slow. That is why the temperature is very less. So heat energy ఇచ్చినప్పుడు టెంపరేచర్ ఎలా పెరుగుతుంది అంటే, హీట్ ఎనర్జీ తీసుకున్న తర్వాత మాలిక్యూల్స్ అన్నీ పడుకోవు. దే నెవర్ స్లీప్. ఆఫ్టర్ రిసీవింగ్ హీట్ ఎనర్జీ దే విల్ రన్ లైక్ అస్. కొంచెం తిన్న తర్వాత పరిగెడతాం, ఆడతాం, అంతా చేస్తాం. ఎప్పుడైతే ఆ తిన్నది మొత్తం డైజెస్ట్ అయిపోయిందో, అదంతా బ్లడ్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయిందో, అగైన్ ద స్టమక్ విల్ బి ఎంప్టీ, వీ మే నాట్ ప్లే విత్ దట్ మచ్ ఆఫ్ ఫోర్స్. అది జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. సో దీనికైనా అంతే. ఈ హీట్ ఎనర్జీ పంపించిన తర్వాత ఆ హీట్ ఎనర్జీ తీసుకున్న మాలిక్యూల్స్ అలా ఉండవు. దే విల్ రన్. వెన్ దే ఆర్ రన్నింగ్, their average kinetic energy increases. Definitely the temperature will increases. So here it is very less because we supplied a little amount of heat energy to this one, and here it is very great in temperature because we supplied more and more amount of heat energy to increase their average kinetic energy. Once the average kinetic energy increases, the temperature also increases. So there is a relation between temperature and average kinetic energy. There is a relation between temperature and average kinetic energy. So temperature is directly proportional to average kinetic energy, average kinetic energy of the molecules. So this is how we got a more amount of information. So please prepare running notes for this, listen carefully 1 or 2 times, then you can understand. If you listen once, you may not understand anything. So you please listen 1 or 2 times at least. Download this video first, because if you are streaming directly, it can take maximum MB. So please download the video and keep it with you. After listening 2 or 3 times, you can delete it. So after downloading only, you can write your notes. Classwork you write, just prepare your classwork. So tomorrow I will give you questions from this video. By watching this video, you can write your answers. Okay, Nana? Goodbye. If you have any doubt, please send me your doubt through WhatsApp in document form. Please write your doubt on any paper or type. Then you can send it through WhatsApp only. Then I will answer that. Okay? Bye.